Smart Mouth Beauty. My name is Heather, and this is my sister,
Holly.
And if you haven't noticed what we're wearing today, ding, and no, we're not cooking.
We're not baking. We should bake.
We should totally bake,
Super
although,
cute.
yeah. We're not baking today. We are, however, cleaning today. And Holly, why don't you tell us what we're cleaning today, how that pertains to beauty?
We're going to talk about cleaning our brushes. How often do you clean your brushes?
Not often enough.
Okay, we're going to talk about how often you should clean your brushes, why you should clean your brushes, and how you should clean your brushes. A couple of different ways, but we're going to demo maybe a first impression.
I think we should do a first impression today. I got online shopping happy this week and went on SigmaBeauty.com. I know, right? And I bought the Sigma Spa Express glove. It's a cleaning glove. Just took it out of the package this morning. We haven't used it yet, so we'll get a first impressions and clean our dirty brush. I mean, I came over here with all my dirty brushes. We got dirty for you. So Holly, why should we wash our brushes?
There's many different reasons you should keep your makeup brushes clean. First, just for hygiene and sanitation reasons, so that you aren't continuing to wipe on not only makeup, but the oils that come off of our skin onto our brushes, any kind of bacteria that might be going on. Keep in mind though, when we do apply our makeup, we're applying makeup to a relatively clean skin. Unless you're the kind of girl that wants to retouch after work and then that's where you get into the oils, where after the makeup is set all day and you've got oils and bacteria accumulating on your skin, that's when that transfer happens. But to the day-to-day average user, the one that gets up, washes her face, puts on makeup on a clean face, you really don't have to do your brushes as often as you think. I would say once a month.
Is that how often you clean your brushes?
I would do once a month, unless you're someone with cystic acne or troubled skin or even adult acne, because it's coming. I think we got off really lucky in high school. Neither one of us had acne or any kind of major breakouts. Maybe a few,
Yeah, a few hormonal breakouts, but generally speaking, we got the fairly good skin as far as that's concerned.
Which I think that's why it's coming. We'll probably end up with like adult acne at 50.
Oh my God, okay.
But we're focused on 40 right now. So unless you have major cystic acne or adult acne, then maybe you should wash your brushes once a week for that, using maybe an antibacterial. But for the daily average user, once a month, I would say that's it. Unless you're a makeup artist. Now, if I have people on my book, if I'm scheduled weddings or a makeup lesson, which I do provide at the hair salon, then I clean it immediately before and immediately after, or the night before, so they have time to dry. But I do have different sets of brushes for personal use and then professional use. But today we're just going to talk about the average daily,
the everyday makeup user. So what I failed to do when I ordered my Sigma, the cleansing glove when I was online, because I was like just trigger happy to buy it, is I failed to buy the cleanser. I think they have some kind of cleaning product that's in a little pan that you use, like a soap, like a cleanser. I failed to buy that. So on my way to Holly's today, I stopped by Walgreens to see if they had a cleanser. They didn't have anything. So then I stopped by Sephora and talked to a lady there and was asking her for brush cleansers, and the only one they had, this was a Sephora in JCPenney. It was closest to where I live, and they only had the kind of cleanser that you spray and like use a paper towel like for spot cleaning in between of actual washing days.
Right.
And I didn't buy it and got frustrated and came here. But Holly, you have a good suggestion that we're going to try. What cleanser are we going to use today?
You can definitely get something natural. She had gone to the drugstore to try to find that Dr. Bronner's.
Right, the Dr. Bronner's.
Which is a sulfate-free, really soft and gentle cleansing liquid. But you know what I was thinking? Let's just use really good shampoo. especially if you're going to be using or cleaning a natural bristle brush. I think that a good sulfate-free shampoo or a gentle cleansing shampoo, I know you had thought maybe even baby shampoo, you want something that's a little bit less of a detergent based shampoo. But my thought process is, okay, the shampoo gets out the oils of your hair, and the hair in your natural brushes are very similar, and plus they're going to have your own body oils on them. So if you just use your everyday shampoo, something gentle, and I think that should be enough. Unless you have some sort of breakout or cystic acne, then you will need to find some sort of antibacterial cleansing solution. But for us everyday girls, normal skin, I think just shampoo should be fine.
I think it will be too. And we're in a hair salon, so we have an abundance of shampoo.
There's an abundance of shampoo.
I wanted to quickly show another product that we're not exactly reviewing today, but you'll see it when we step into the bathroom and we clean our brushes, and we'll do another video on this at another time. But
so cute.
But it's so cute. And this is the Benji Bell product. We have it in the Daisy. It comes in a bunch of different sizes and I think a couple different colors too. But you put this together, it's plastic, and you sit it on your counter next to you when you get ready to wash your brushes. And when you finish washing your brush, instead of laying it flat, which could potentially, you still get water up in your brush where you don't want the water, you actually put it in here and it hangs upside down.
Like drip dry.
Like it drip dries. And so we think that's really, really cute. We'll leave a link below so you can see how to buy these, but they're the Benji Bell.
But this is really important. You touched on something. When you are cleansing your brush, I really try to avoid to get water down underneath this cap. This is where all the bristles are attached. There is some glue down in there to hold all of that tight, and you really want to avoid turning a wet brush this side, because that water is going to go in there and start breaking down that internal glue. So that's why this little product is so cool, is because it does allow you to drip dry upside down, so that the water pulls out of the center of the brush.
And when you've spent a fortune on brushes, whether you've spent a lot or you've just picked them up at the drugstore, you don't want them ruined. You don't want to have to go out and buy new, and you don't want them to shed. And so it's really important to take care of your brushes, because it's a really key tool.
It's an everyday tool.
And being pretty.
Every day.
Yep. So come with us, let's get started, and we're gonna clean some brushes.
Okay, so we have our Sigma Spa Express Cleansing Glove, and we're gonna put it on. Like this. And this is really easy to use because it has it all labeled. So rinse, wash, and refine. So we're going to get our makeup brush wet from the tap and circle that on those wash parts, and making sure that it's really good and soapy. You can see all that makeup coming right out. This is great. Look at that. I didn't know that brush was white. Now that suds up. I'm just using regular shampoo. This is a gentle moisturizing shampoo for hair, and just circling this product. I'm really trying to avoid to get that silver part of the brush wet. I'm going to use this rinse part. And squeeze that out. That looks better. Now for our next one. This is my foundation brush. That's a lot coming off for about a week. And that's really easy. This has got lots of really good texture. I think I'm going to use this refined section down here. It's got a little bit different texture. This is a really dense foundation brush, so there's going to be a lot up in there. And I am pressing pretty hard to try to open up those bristles. But I love this mitt. Look at how it gets some action going. Kind of stop and assess where you are. I'm going to do it again. Look at all that coming off. I'm finding that rinsing sideways like this is really good. So I'm kind of keeping that underneath the tap and kind of shaking that back and forth. I'm going to turn this. Squeeze that out as much as I can, and then we're going to hang that this way to dry. Last one, I'm going to do a shadow brush. See how quick this does. You can see my favorite eyeshadow was brown. Look, it's white again. Nuh-uh.
And we're back. Holly, you washed these brushes.
I had so much fun. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Did you see it? You saw
I
it
did.
action?
I watched the whole thing. It looked really neat. What was your favorite part about it?
It was it's the gratification of like seeing all that gunk and dried up makeup like coming out. It was You know how it is, like that satisfaction of like finally cleansing something and
Right.
just seeing it all immediately nice and sparkly.
Right. And we like a good before and after. I think what I liked about it when I was, and then she let me wash them too, is that you can get pretty vigorous with it. I mean, don't go crazy, but you can get pretty vigorous with it and really clean, hard to clean brushes. Like my Sigma F80, which is a flat top kabuki. This one right here, that sucker is really dense.
It's really dense, and we had just talked about how we just were using the palms of our hands to kind of splay that open and
right
get all
before
that.
we got one of these. Right.
But it's so much better. I think
So much
we got
cleaner.
more gunk out with the little nubby.
Right. It's the gunk blaster.
Gunk blaster? Is that what we're calling
Yeah,
it?
I am completely satisfied with this, and
I want to get one.
Yeah.
I should get one.
okay.
What was it, 25 bucks?
They're $25 on the Sigma.com. They have other sizes. They have a full mitt that you put, like, looks like an oven mitt that you put your hand in. I think that's $39. And then they also have a mat that you put in your sink basin. But this, for what we do and the way we use it, I think this is perfect. And this is the Express. And I also wanted to show our little Benjabel Daisy
drip dry station
drip dry
here.
station, and these are $19.95. And this
They
one
like
holds. Let me see how many this one holds. 6, 4. That holds 14 brushes. So I mean, it's pretty good.
Do you have 14 brushes?
I might have 14 brushes,
I think I have
not
18.
many more. Okay,
Because I went carried away when we went to IMATS last year.
right. Well,
I got carried away.
Right. What do you do?
Okay.
But no, that's really helpful, and so I think it's thumbs up.
I think it's a thumbs up. I'm
Right.
going to order one, try it
Definitely
out.
satisfied.
I would highly recommend it.
Right.
You know what else I would recommend? Subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe to our channel.
Isn't that fun?
No, we appreciate you watching and subscribing to our channel, and we will see you next time. Links down below. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thanks, bye. I think part of my hair's already fallen. Like this whole section over here is like completely straight.
Right.
welcome back to Smart Mouth Beauty. I am Heather. This is my sister.
Holly.
We're gonna try that again because that didn't go very well because you just like apparently fell asleep.
Not to duplicate these. You don't have to go out and buy 6 of the blending brush or
Right.
6 of the blush brushes. My nose is running.
Excuse us.
Like it's about to like drip down my face.
Oh, okay. Do you need some kind of assistance? Okay.
Can you edit that out?
Sure.
Well, now we have our blooper reel. Anyway, no, you're good. Thank you.
Okay, so the quick tip that I have to avoid the brush duplication situation.
Okay.
So swipe, swipe, dip into another color, and then go on to the blending brush. Swipe, swipe.
Okay. No, I do that too. But
That's all right. Should we push pause? Yes, I'm like sweating. My nose is dripping down my face.
she has sweaty nose.
Heather's crying.
Okay.
Seriously, sweat. What is so funny? Let's pause and talk about how and what we're going to use. Let's talk about the problem that we found with going out and buying brush cleaner. Dear God. Okay.
Bye.
Yay! Oh, sorry. Okay.